what's up? What up, y'all? How you guys doing, man? Everyone out there in YouTube land, how you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are working out. Hope you guys are ready to go tonight because we are working out once yet again, almost always. Not yesterday, though. We had our practices yesterday. I did see you guys posting homework, so great job not taking the day off. I appreciate that. And I appreciate it for you because, again, my goals are your goals. They just happen to coincide, which is what makes this so fun. Oftentimes in life, when we have instructors or someone in charge or like a parent or whatever, and then you have like the child or like the student, their goals don't quite align. They're not after the same thing, right? You have like a kid who wants to have fun, and then like a parent who's like, do your chores. You have a parent or a teacher who's like, you need to learn algebra, and the little kid's like, I want to go to recess, right? That's where the coach-player dynamic is a lot different. What's up, Kieran and Declan Louth? I see you, Connor Rush. And that's where this is different because your goals are to become really good at basketball. All right? And then your coach is like, I want you to be really good at basketball. So it just like kind of matches up. That's why the kids who want to be smart in school, like the nerdy kids, they enjoy school a lot, and the teachers enjoy their presence, right? All right. Well, basketball, we are on the same page, which is fantastic. But our goals aren't exactly the same usually, and that's where something kind of gets interrupted. And where like some kids and some coaches and some parents get really frustrated because it was so close. It was like, I want to be good at basketball. And they're like, I want you to be good at basketball. And they're like, I want to be good at basketball so I can make the NBA. And they're like, oh, I want you to be good at basketball so you can win some games in sixth grade. All right? And that's the difference. Or sometimes the opposite, as is our program. All right? Our program is, I want you to be good at basketball so you can make the NBA or D1. All right? That's why I want you to be. You can call it selfish. I don't know. You can call it whatever you want because I am doing it for selfish reasons. I'm not just doing it to make you guys feel good. I'm doing it so that everyone in my lifetime can know that I was the best coach ever. Absolutely. That's why I'm doing it, right? All right. But then if you happen to match up with that, we're going to get along. Now, most people don't because especially with the way that I coach, I don't really sugarcoat things. You're going to be like, yo, I can't make this. And I want you to try to make it anyways. And you're going to be like, that doesn't even make sense. Listen, I want to be good at basketball, but so I can win some games right now. So I can beat my friends. So I can do well in high school. I'm not trying to make D1. And those are the kids that I butt heads with, right? Those are the people that have the problem where it's like, I'm asking you to do this and you're like, no. But I just asked you, but you're like, no. Right? So it becomes an issue. And since it's so close to almost the same thing, it gets frustrating. And you're like, dude, I'm here. Can't we just do this instead of this? I want to do this, right? So the answer is keep going. The answer is to keep going. And I can convince maybe some of you guys into stepping it up. But the other answer is for me, just to keep going. And eventually we'll get the players that should be in this program. And I don't care if they're 7 feet tall or 2 feet tall. If the 7-footer doesn't want to get make it to pass a certain level, it's not going to work out because I will always want that. All right? That's the impact that I want on this basketball world. All right. What up, Noah Masseth? All right. Let's start off with what are we starting off with today? What do we have? The rebounding clinic. All right. We have a rebounding clinic tomorrow, Saturday. It's my favorite clinic to teach. It's the thing that I know most about. All right, that is if I were to be an expert at anything, I would put myself up against the best players in the world right now. If I were in that game, the finals, the NBA finals last night, and they played me the entire game, I'm getting a lot of rebounds, more than 10. I don't care if it's the best players in the world. I have that much confidence in my rebounding ability. I think my handles, especially now, suspect. My shot has always been suspect. Scoring abilities, okay. My ball handling, lately has been suspect. Defense, I'm smart. I'm decent on defense. Um, I like to hustle, but like rebounding, I'm great. And it's not just because I'm long. That does help a lot, I must admit. But like the players in college were just as long, if not longer, than I was. And when I was overseas, the same thing. It's a certain number of things that I focus on. And I would say the top two, I mean, like, there's always keeping your eyes on the ball and things like that. Um, like, and like, love the pain. That's a good one too. But like, and like, know the odds and things like that. But the top two would have to be, oh man, going every time is big too. Going every single time is huge. But again, the top two though, the top two, beyond just reaction too, man. Reaction's a great one. Hands are great. They're all pretty great. But the top two would have to be tenacity. I mean, just being willing to like kill the other person. It's why dogs would win a fight. And like if you're just like willing to just like die for it, not that many people are gonna try to stop you from getting that rebound. And then the other one is to realize the realization of how important rebounds are. They're the entire game. If you don't stop them, like that's like everything. So come to this clinic and make sure that we can take care of rebounds, because if we can, it changes everything. I don't just take it for granted when you guys get a defensive rebound. I'm like, yes, it's a stop. Like nothing else matters but that rebound. Like if you don't get it, it's like the entire possession on defense didn't matter. You should have just let them score so we have more time on offense. I mean, like, it's everything. And if you get an offensive rebound, you're like my favorite person in the universe, dude. Like, I maybe don't make that big a deal about it, but maybe I should. Maybe I should just yank you the first second that you don't box someone out. Like, you're just out. Like, if we made that the entire goal to our game, we would come a lot closer. Like, those are the most important things. Defense rebounds, offense rebounds. Those that can swing an entire game. I say 5 points each. So, like, 10 points, it's way more than that. I just say that because after you add up all 12 of those focuses and it's like 60 points, it seems rather outlandish, right? So I just don't want to say it's more than 5 points. But like if you can defensive rebound, that's like 20 freaking points, dude. And if you can go get the offensive boards, that's at least 10 points a game. So that's a 30-point swing, and I mean like all of them are not even. Like stance is not really worth like 10 points, but being in a stance low the entire time is worth at least 6. So, I mean, if you really counted all those 12 focuses, like what they were actually worth, it might be a good 100 points, like for reals. I'm not even joking around. You could demolish teams if you perfected each of these 12 things. But again, I just say 5 because 60 sounds rather outlandish as it is. So that's that. So make sure you come to the rebounding clinic. It's awesome to teach. Celtics are trash. I'm going to make Darnell Rogers look small. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see. Jason Tatum had 8 points. Al Horford had the luckiest game of his life. Derek White had the best game of his career. Jaylen Brown got lucky. Marcus Smart has green hair. That's a pretty good synopsis, man. That's a pretty good synopsis. But we'll talk about that in a second. But those are all good points. Again, I'm going for the Warriors. But as I was looking at the game, man, I was like, Boston's fun to cheer for. I just don't want them winning, dude. But yeah, there's a lot about that game. I'll bring it up in a second. All right, next up we got Open Gym Saturday night. All right, it's after our whole day. At 7 o'clock. Make sure you guys sign up for it. All right, I will be there. Next, we got our summer basketball camp starting on Monday. It's just Monday through Friday. It's our only camp. Normally we do 3 camps. But this year we are not doing 3 camps. For the 3 camps, normally it's like, I think it's like 1st through 4th, 5th through 8th, and then 9th through 12th. Or like backwards or something like that. And then we do 4 camps, I think. I think it's 3 or 4, but either way, we get the 3 to 5-year-olds on the last week. Yeah, so it's maybe like 7th through 12th is the camp. Yeah, because not that many high schoolers do it. So it's like 7th through 12th is the camp, and then 1st through 6th. or first through seventh. We kind of like let it overlap. So some players can do like both or whatever, and then the older kids will help out the younger ones. And then the last week, anyone can help out. So theoretically, you can come to all three camps, even the 3 to 6 year old camp, because we need helpers, like a ton of helpers. With like the 3-year-olds, it needs to be like a 1-to-1 correlation. So we might institute that stuff back up by next year, but for right now, it's all meshed into one. So make sure you sign up for that, and we're going to be playing a lot of games. All right, I'll put you guys on teams. I'll let you guys name them, and we'll do like tournaments. And in between those times, we'll do like a few drills just to like stop the monotony and to teach something. You know, you got to teach something. All right, let's see. Jason Tatum has a son. They're cool. Okay. Your synopsis is starting to suck, dude. You're like Stephen A. Smith. Besides Marcus Smart, the green hair is inexcusable. Besides Dennis Rodman, dude. All right. Our movie of the month, for the third grade, since we're on the third day of the month, the movie for today that I'm mentioning is The Karate Kid. Oh yeah, the 1984 version of The Karate Kid. This is a epic movie. I'll go ahead and get it out of the way right now. I got to give this thing 47 stars. I mean, I am kind of docking stars because other people would say it's so epic it's just a 50-star movie. I'm not down with that philosophy. I'm gonna judge him like realistically, no matter how epic a movie it is. I mean, like we all know this scene right here, like where he's fighting. You can't do this in real life. This is not gonna work. Okay. And I know this from experience. The bully was trying to get me, and I went ahead and lifted my leg up. He grabbed my leg and threw me across the room, okay? And I went through the wall. It was not a pretty scene. So yes, I'm docking 3 points because of that. It got me beat up, and this was last week. Okay, it was not in grade school. No, this was last week. I found out the hard way that you cannot copy off movies. So thank you very, very much, Karate Kid, but you are now at 47 because you are a liar. You're lying. All right, but other than that, it was a great movie, and they have a series about it right now that talks about like how basically the bad guy in the movie is getting kicked in the face. He's redeeming himself, and he paints himself out to be like the good guy in the original one, which is very, very interesting because you're like kind of has a point. Like the kid on the right stole his girlfriend. He got beat up by an adult. Like, what the heck is that? Like, all this other stuff. And, like, he was manipulated by his coach, which he was. So he's almost like a good guy. And a funnier thing about this is, like, as we're, like, training and as, like, you know, you listen to me talk, what's really funny is, like, there's the karate dojo, whatever, karate do. And there's the, what is the other one called? I forgot. A Cobra Kai. We are definitely the Cobra Kai. Oh my God. As like I hear myself talk, I'm like, go for his legs, Johnny. Like that's not beyond me to say. I absolutely are like, when you have your elbows up, you knock them out. Right? That's absolutely how I talk. So I don't know how this movie makes me feel. It's like I'm definitely the bad guy. So strange. It's okay. But like we learned in the new series on HBO, whatever it is, the bad guys became the good guys. So wink, wink, homies. So yes, a 47 movie. Make sure you guys watch it. Third grade movie. There are some sad scenes and stuff like that. There's some drunkenness. Man, is this a third grade movie? I don't know, man. But it's a great, great movie for any age, so watch it. LaRusso is the bad guy. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. All right, moving on. What do we have? So that was the movie. Next up, we got our combine testing tomorrow, okay? It is filled. We have all 8 spots filled. We can only do this with 8 because it needs to be exact. All right, so I believe it's filled. Wait, did someone unsign up just to make sure? Who says again? Let me see. Where are we? Oh yeah, there he goes. Sorry, someone sent me a text. Okay, yes, all 8 spots are filled. All right, so we are doing the combine, and here are the combine records, like per always, okay? We have to go to this page right here. If you are on our website, 50 All-Stars, you can always click on the school section, scroll down, And you can see the combine testing. Can you beat the best? You can see more info like that. And then you can see all the records and all the, that's how you book events. That's how you view all the scores, etc. But here are all the records. And Connor Rush is the all-time leader. But he has not entered into the hurdles territory yet. He's not entered into the vertical jump territory yet. So all the athletic things and the sprint course. But we do have Wesley Trout up there with 8.22 as a time. Jumpers in 2 minutes though. I mean, Connor is just killing this thing. But his dribble jumpers, he hasn't passed the record in that one. So that could be something to shoot for, Connor Rush. And everyone, the grade levels go up. So Derek Valdez conquered his goal of winning the first grade one. Now he just has to beat the second grade person, which is Sean Valentine. Sean Valentine is an amazing player right now. He's about to be a sixth grader, I believe. So, but four years ago, he did the second grade, the best score for second grade history. So Derek has about a year to do that. Connor Rush has the best ninth grade score, but if he does better than 124, he'll have the best 10th grade score as well. It'd be cool to see your name all on this list, right? So that's what we're shooting for, and hopefully you guys can do it. So yes, there's that. All right, what do we have next? We got the 5-week challenge coming up here on Sunday. I talked about that extensively yesterday, so make sure you guys show up to that. All right, it should be exciting. We'll see. All right. And then, oh yes, we're at Westminster Rec. I guess this is the rec center. That thing goes outside? Wait, does it? Oh, wait, does it go back inside? So you just go outside for a second? I guess that saves room inside. But it's really, really random. What if like someone came in and poked holes in it during the middle of the night? I don't know. I don't do that. But yes, that is where we are for our pool party this Saturday. I will post online tomorrow the store order form, and you guys can order what you guys want, and then pay me in person. Then I will bring it. I will be bringing some stuff. The stuff that I will be bringing will be the elite team stuff. I'm gonna sell the rest of the elite team stuff to you guys, so be prepared for that. If you want to bring U.S. currency, you can do that. You can bring our coins. You can bring whatever you want. I guess you can bring a check too. I don't know. But just get ready to buy stuff. Get ready to do stuff. We'll also have our free throw contest. Where you can win a coin as well. And then we'll also be announcing our team captains. I'm not quite sure I'm going to do the team captain stuff this year, but we will do it. And that stuff, all that stuff is at 2 o'clock through 4 o'clock. All right, so hopefully I'll see you guys then. I am now signed up for the 5-week challenge, correct? You are now signed up for the 5-week challenge, correct? You are. Are you really, Connor? I think you spelled his name wrong. All right, anyways, next up, nothing. We already talked about that. All right, so moving on, we got our elementary school stuff for open gym. All right, we are not doing this stuff tomorrow. This will be the following week. That's dribble tag, 1-on-1 efficiency wins, and 5-on-5 cutthroat. Stuff that we did last week was 3-on-2, 2-on-1, and then 2-on-2 lateral. When you guys do 2-on-2 lateral for games, that's just a pick and roll. All right, make sure you guys are smart with that stuff. Make sure you guys read the defense and just get better and better and better at it. For 3-on-2, 2-on-1, it should be impossible to stop you. All right, middle school stuff that we are doing for tomorrow: 360 reverse layup. Try not to kill yourself. And then 1-on-2 escape. All right, that's what we're doing for tomorrow. And then we end that with 5-on-5, or depending on however many that we have showing up. All right. Let's do our picture of the day. All right, I'll talk about it. Since we're talking about the finals, you got to talk about Brad Stevens, man. They were struggling for a few years. They did well before that, right? They struggled once they got Kyrie, but he can make anyone struggle. Then this guy who's like the genius, he leaves the coaching ranks to go to the upper management, and they bring in Adeki Amin, whatever his name is, as a head coach, and then they make the finals. They struggled at first, but they had a lot of changes. You can almost see this dude as Jerry West for the Los Angeles Lakers back in the day. I mean, is he making moves up there that really, really matter? Does any of this stuff matter, or just what's or just what happens on the court? Would you guys ever like to be in this position as a behind the scenes guy? I know that I would. Although I would like to be on the court better, but still, yes. So I think a lot of people aren't pointing to Brad Stevens because he sacrificed his coaching role to go higher up. I don't know if he gets paid less or more or whatever, but he's still a part of the team, but now he's a hidden part of the team, and it's very interesting because this team has kind of been together for a while. the core. And they seem like they have lost pieces, but they've only gained pieces. And as for that game, I would say they did luck out. Who gives Steph Curry that many open shots? He's the best shooter in the world. They gave him so many open shots. Marcus Smart really, really showed off defensively. Like, honestly, like, he was so good defensively. You couldn't tell because he's getting screened and stuff like that. But, like, man, how many times did he just take the ball from people? It's crazy. And then his offensive jumpers on point, man. Like, I've seen him the last, like, few games, and, like, that dude can, like, kind of play. I'm like, whoa. He's way better than I thought he was. Jason Tatum, even if he made those shots, is a weird player. I'm not sure about him. I know he, like, goes off, but, like, whenever I watch that guy, he doesn't do anything. I mean, like, I know that they're keying in on him and stuff like that, but it's how he reacts. I don't think he's quite there yet. Jaylen Brown, he's almost the opposite. He is a lot better than he actually... Wait, he's not as talked about as he should be talked about. Jaylen Brown is like an ultra athlete. But he has, like, man, like, he's not amazingly great, but, like, where he thinks he is, he's way better than what he thinks he is. He does not act with confidence. Like, Klay Thompson acts with confidence. This guy does not. And I think that Wiggins might be the catalyst to stop Jaylen Brown, because normally Jaylen Brown is the best athlete on the court. Now it's Wiggins. So Wiggins blocked his shot the other day, and it was like, oh, crap, someone could jump as high as Jaylen Brown. So I think that the Warriors still have this. Draymond Green is a liability on offense because he cannot put the ball in the basket. But he does a lot of other things. I don't know what needs to happen, but, yeah, the Warriors are getting way too many looks. And I think that the Warriors definitely, like, I know that they lost the game, but they are still ahead in this series in my eyes. So that's just what I think. Let me know what you think in the comment section. All right, moving on, we got, what should we go with? Oh, let's go with our trivia question. This is a very interesting trivia question. I did not know this. I feel like I should have known this. I feel like everyone should know this. This is crazy. So there's this guy named Gerald Green. All right, here's Gerald Green's top 3 dunks of all time.
Oh.
Pass up, and Gerald Green puts it down hard. The defending NBA slam dunk champion putting on a show there.
Tony Allen throws it up. Gerald finishes it off. That'll make Gerald's weak. I would hope so. And Gerald is,
all right, they're actually missing one, and it's this one right here. You got to see this.
Jumper missed the shot. Quickly up the court, Brooks to Green.
All right, so Gerald Green is one of the greatest dunkers in NBA history. Okay, all right, and what up, Austin Masseth? And yeah, this guy is amazing. He's amazing. Okay, but there's something about him that I never ever knew, and that leads me to the trivia question today. All right, the trivia question for today is: when Gerald Green was younger, he was playing a jump game, like a who can jump higher game. What during this game, what did Gerald Green lose? That's the question. And in the jumping game, when Gerald Green was growing up, you know, he credits his hops to all these jumping games. What did Gerald Green lose? That's the answer. Good job. Did you know that? Did you actually know that? That's very, very fast, Connor Rush. Did you actually know that already? He dunked with the ring on. No, he wasn't dunking. He was trying to touch a doorway, and his mom's class ring got stuck in the nail and yanked his finger off. How crazy is that? Tooth is a good guess. It wasn't dunking, but yes, it was against the door, and he's when he was younger, so he only has 9 fingers. And I'm like, how do I not know that? And it is insane. And here he goes. In any picture that you can see, he's missing a finger. And he still made the NBA. He says he wasn't comfortable about his finger thing until he was like 30. All right. That is very interesting, is it not? That's crazy. So, yes, kids, be careful out there with what you guys do. But, yeah, he made it despite all that. Pretty crazy. Yeah, especially in a basketball game where you need your hands. I don't know. Pretty inspiring stuff. I like it a lot. Let's watch the story of the day. When one door closes, another opens. But we often look so long and so regretfully upon that closed door that we fail to notice the other. All right, that's a popular saying. When one door opens, well, psych, rewind. When one door closes, another door opens. Right? There will be things taken from you in your lifetime, but it all depends on your perspective of it. All right? You can sit there and dwell on it and be like, I couldn't do this. But there's so many times in life where like the thing that we think that we wanted to do ends up not being the case. And it's like, I used to ask this question to people. I'm like, okay, if you could go back in time and change something, would you do it? And everyone's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, now. But what if you didn't like know where you would end up? What if like the result of you changing it made your life worse, or it could also make your life better, right? Do you like where you are enough to not want to chance it? And then they take back their answer and they're like, you're right, I don't want to change it. No matter how bad your life is, you're like, it could be way worse. Or it could be way better. Or like, you wouldn't have met this person. Or you wouldn't have done this thing, right? Because like, all your life would have went in a totally opposite direction. Like me, I could have chosen to go to Kansas University. And I don't think there's been a second that I've regretted that. They won the national championship the very next year. But all my friends would change. My life's direction would change. Who knows how I would have done? Maybe I would have like quit life. I don't know, right? Maybe there's some pressures in my life that would have been there that aren't now. Maybe the opposite. Maybe like it created who I am. Like every choice that I've made, I love it. Even if it feels like a bad choice because it's made me who I am, right? So when one door closes, it's probably like doing it for a reason. And I truly believe that like wherever we are is exactly where we're meant to be. Like Gerald Green was supposed to be the 9-finger basketball player. Like it had to be that way. And like he said, he even saw it as like a blessing after a while because it made his like mental focus a lot better because he couldn't do certain things or whatever, right? I mean, like it's really cool. And like and I have a stutter, right? So I watched some stuttering videos and they're like giving speeches about it and they're like, it was the greatest thing in my life if you think about it. They're like, yeah, because it caused me to be like more of an internal thinker and like I'm smarter because of it and all this other stuff. And like, I don't know, like I care about words and like that's what they're talking like. And it's like really cool, especially like when they're actors in the end and they overcome it. It's like you've overcome something in life rather than never having anything to overcome ever, right? Who wants a life like that, right? So all these things add up, but make sure that you keep your eyes open and don't put your head down just because some door closes. Because you won't notice the other doors opening up for yourself. So when one door closes, make sure you pay attention to the other doors that are opening up. Our quote of the day is fall down, get up, smile, keep going. And those are the words from the immortal Tony. What's his last name? I'm joking. Tony Hawk. All right, Tony Hawk, greatest skateboarder to ever live. Fall down. Imagine that crap. This crazy ass sport. I mean, you have to fall, like just to practice. Like they're doing impossible stuff. You're gonna break a bone. Period. It's a given, and then they keep doing it. But I mean, the end result is beautiful. But I can't imagine that process. Fall down, get up, smile, keep going. That is a beautiful, beautiful quote for you to abide by. Unless you hear a broken bone, keep going, man. Just get up, smile, keep going. All right, that's the quote of the day. Make sure I see you guys tonight. And I think that's about all that I had to mention. Yes, we can check the homework real quick. Homework. Rohit Das posting from India. Nice. Day 3 grind with Connor Rush. All right, make sure we for the Sunday thing that someone's filming it, so we can take care of that too. All right, but Kieran with the swoop layups, that's a great one, man. Your layups are getting amazing. Fantastic job with all this stuff. Anyways, I'm excited to see you guys tonight and this weekend and then next week, man. We're gonna have a great summer coming up ahead. All right, and let's keep working hard so we can do some amazing, amazing, amazing things. Especially if your goals are my goals. My goals are for you to go to D1 or NBA. So hopefully they are the same. If they aren't the same, it is what it is. All right, peace out, you guys.